You ever wake up and feel like you're just going through the motions, like you're doing stuff but not really getting anywhere? Yeah, been there. But here's the thing. If you want to really level up your life, you don't need a total makeover. You just need to start mastering your days. Seriously, excellence isn't about pulling off some huge, dramatic moment. It's about the small stuff, done with intention, done consistently. It starts the second you open your eyes. You know how easy it is to reach for your phone and scroll for 20 minutes? What if, and hear me out, you use that time to set a vibe for your day instead? Like 5 minutes of silence, a little gratitude, maybe thinking about what you want to crush today. That tiny switch can change everything, because how you start your day usually shapes how the rest of it goes. And it's not about being perfect, it's about showing up, doing the work even when you don't feel like it. That's the difference between people who talk about success and the ones actually living it. They've made a habit of doing the boring stuff, the reading, the writing, the learning, the planning, over and over, day in, day out. And let's talk about discipline for a sec. I know, not the sexiest word, but discipline is freedom in disguise. When you start keeping the promises you make to yourself, whether it's waking up early, going to the gym, or just drinking enough water, you start trusting yourself. And when you trust yourself, you stop needing motivation. You just do it, because that's who you are now. It also helps to cut the noise. You don't need to watch 10 motivational videos every morning or listen to endless podcasts. What you really need is clarity. Know what matters to you and build your life around that. Forget the highlight reels. Focus on your real life. Look, nobody's saying it's easy. You're going to have off days, days with che, and nothing goes right. But you don't throw it all away because of one bad day. You keep going. Because mastering the art of daily excellence, it's about showing up again and again, even when it's tough, even when nobody's watching. So if you're trying to build something, grow into someone better, or just stop feeling stuck, it starts with the little things you do every single day. Make your bed, move your body, fuel your mind, keep your word, be kind, stay curious. That's it. That's the real grind. And yeah, it's not always glamorous, but that's where the magic is. Not in big leaps, but in the small steps no one sees, except you. And trust me, you keep stacking those small wins, one day you'll look back and realize you didn't just change your day, you changed your life. If you really want to level up, you've got to train your mind to focus like a laser. And the best way to do that? Set clear rules for your attention. Seriously, block out time for deep work and protect that time like your life depends on it. Because honestly, it kinda does. Excellence is built in those quiet moments when you choose discipline over distraction. Every time you say no to something meaningless and yes to what actually matters, you're strengthening the habit of focus. Look, distractions don't just steal your time, they steal your energy. Every time you jump from one thing to another, your brain has to reboot. That's why so many people end the day feeling drained, even if they barely got anything done. High performers don't live like that. They block out time. They go deep. They train their brain to stay locked in. And because of that, they get more done in a few hours than most people do in an entire day. If you want to rewire your brain for greatness, you've got to guard your focus. Cut out the noise. Be ruthless with your environment. And most importantly, train yourself to give your full attention to one thing at a time. Habit number 3, build unshakable self-discipline. Discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It's not talent, it's not luck, it's not intelligence. It's doing what needs to be done, especially when you don't feel like it. Most people wait for motivation to show up before they act. They wait to feel ready. They wait for the stars to align, and that's why they stay stuck. Because motivation, that's temporary. It comes and goes. But discipline, that's permanent. Discipline is a muscle, and just like any muscle, the more you train it, the stronger it gets. But if you don't use it, it weakens. Every excuse you make, every time you put things off, you're letting that muscle shrink. But when you show up anyway, when you push yourself, when you follow through, you build mental strength. You stop negotiating with yourself. That's the key.
Most people lose the battle before it starts because they're stuck in that inner debate. Should I go to the gym or take a day off? Should I work on my goals or scroll for a bit? That little back and forth, that's the real killer. It drains your energy before you've even taken the first step. High performers, they don't do that. They don't wait to feel like it. They decide once and then they just do it. No debate. If you say you're the kind of person who wakes up early, then you get up when the alarm goes off. If you say you're someone who trains daily, it's non-negotiable. If you say you keep your promises, you follow through, no matter what.
And you build that by starting small. Make your bed, drink water, first thing. Stick to a simple routine. Those tiny promises, they build the foundation of self-trust. And that carries over into everything else, your goals, your health, your business, your relationships. Discipline isn't about being perfect. It's about being consistent. Some days will suck. Some days you'll want to skip it. But those are the days it matters most, because that's how you separate yourself from the rest.
Habit number 4, relentless consistency. Most people start strong, but few stay consistent. They get hyped, they go hard. But when life gets messy or motivation dips, they fall off. One day missed turns into 2, then a week, and before they know it, they're back at square one. But excellence, it's not about what you do once in a while. It's about what you do every single day. It's better to show up for 10 minutes a day than go all out for a week and disappear. The best performers aren't the ones who push the hardest in bursts. They're the ones who show up day after day, no matter what. Because they know consistency creates momentum, and momentum changes everything. The problem is most people quit too soon. They expect results fast, and when they don't see them, they stop. But that's not how growth works. Progress is slow. It compounds over time. And if you quit too early, you'll never hit the breakthrough. So how do you stay consistent? You remove the decision-making process. You make your habits non-negotiable. You don't wake up wondering if you should brush your teeth, you just do it. That's how your habits should be. Set a system, a specific time, a clear plan. Prepare ahead of time. Track your progress. Make it easy to win. Another key, lower the barrier. Most people set themselves up for failure with huge expectations. I need to work out for an hour. I have to write 3,000 words. And then when life gets busy, they skip it. But here's the truth. Excellence isn't about going hard. It's about never stopping. Even 10 minutes is enough. Even one small step counts. Keep the habit alive, even when life throws punches. Because the second you stop completely, quitting gets way too easy. And yeah, you'll have off days. We all do. But the best, don't let one missed day turn into a missed week. They reset fast. They bounce back. They protect their momentum. If you
want to be consistent, stop relying on willpower. Willpower is flaky. Some days it's there, some days it's gone. Instead, use systems, remove friction, and most importantly, keep showing up.